So this video is gonna be kind of different because, well, not, but like, it's gonna be something, which is, I want to update you on some stuff and tell you about one little change that's coming. The little change is I'm changing my background because I want to frame that one, my worldwide certificate, and what I'm doing is taking one shelf in my room, haven't decided which shelf yet, and it's gonna be kind of like my dance shelf. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take a little Ziploc bag and a little one, and then I'm gonna put up my first pair of cheater shoes in it, and then I put it on the wall or something because it's my first pair of cheater shoes, which is kind of for most people that's not a big deal, but at the same time it was when I really started and showing that I wanted to dance more around the house. And my parents were starting to see, and it was the start of me really working for flexibility and working to make my dreams happen, and just training around the house and stuff. So that was a big moment, and I want to frame the worldwide certificate once I find a frame. And then I'm gonna put it on the shelf and then when my point shoes don't fit me anymore or they get completely worn down, which right now I looked at them the other day and they're starting to look a little worn, but I think they're gonna last a lot longer though because they seem really good. So then it's interesting. So I wanna once they're worn down, I'm gonna put them next to it, and cause they kind of go together. I started the worldwide, and then a few weeks later is when I first started on point, and just memories from when I first started dancing, and just memories of dance, and when I feel once I took that first master class, that is when it really hit me how much I love dance. And I feel up to that point I knew, but that's when it couldn't be more clear situation. And I was overall not nervous, which was shocking. And there's so many times when I would the master class and just different things that I feel I should be nervous, but I'm not. I'm just excited, and then I just never feel nervous, and there's times when I'm I in my brain I think oh, I should be nervous right now, but I'm not. And so yeah, for me that's when and soon later, I feel like the second master class is when I fell in love with hip hop. Like, I always, like, kind of liked watching hip hop. Like, JoJo does a lot of hip hop and stuff. Hip hop. Let me know on my Instagram if you have one, and Andy Forever, and also, or on my dog Sam's Instagram, baby Sam baby underscore Sammy underscore for life, no spaces in between. And let me know if it's hip hop, if you say it hip hop or hip hop, because anytime I type it, it comes, like, for some reason the autocorrect always thinks it's hip hop. But I'm like, I never said hip hop. I always said hip hop. And I feel like it's hip hop. That sounds more right to me versus hip hop. So is it hop or pop at the end? Because we know the first part is hip. But then is it pop or hop? Let me know what you think it is. And then, yeah. Because I have always called it hip hop. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not that. But my background changed for once today. Or like for once. Like, I feel like throughout the past 2 years, I've been very focused on, like, losing my crush, and that's just always kind of been in my head since I last saw him. I feel like the minute, I got a story to tell you that I never told you. So literally, like, the night, or the next day, the, like, day after, or the 13th, like the day before Valentine's Day of 2019, like the day after, I was a wreck. And like, no, I mean was literally, I literally like came downstairs, and every 5 minutes, like I wouldn't say not even 5 minutes, maybe like every couple of seconds or so, I would run upstairs and ask if we got a phone call yet. And my parents would be like, no. And eventually I asked them, like, can I just take the phone downstairs? And she's like, my mom's like, yeah, just bring it up as someone called to talk to us. And I'm like, okay. Because and the reasoning was, I thought my crush was gonna call. And then, like, I realized it was my fault for not specifying that it was my mom's phone number and stuff. And I should have specified, and I realized that partly because he asked if I had a phone, and then I'm like, no. Well, my dad kind of said, no, she doesn't, but she uses ours sometimes. So, yeah. So, yeah. But for once, like, I definitely am not fully, like, back to normal. But for once, I'm not so focused on that. And I kind of almost feel more calm about that, knowing that we are planning to go to the Autism Society when they do the after-school stuff to find him. And the reason we want to wait till then, they are doing a summer camp that I think is going on right now. But the reasoning is due to multiple reasons. First up, I wasn't even probably going to make it into the summer camp because I was put on a waiting list. But also on top of it, I didn't want to go and then find my crush day one and then never go again, and someone else could have had that opportunity and actually wanted to be there. You know, unlike me, who didn't. And then the third reasoning was just generally that I would only have 14 chances if I even did make it in, since they were only doing 15 kids due to COVID. But yeah, but the day that I took the second master class at doing hip hop with Melissa made me realize how much I love it. And so, like, that's like a big moment for me in my dance career, because it kind of showed me this is the area of dance that I want to go towards and stuff. So hopefully this video maybe just updated you on some things.